Apple, have you heard about these guys? It's apparently a big phone computer company. Little guys, I think they're going to be doing okay. There is a rumor that they are thinking about buying Tesla. Tesla, if you don't know, they make electric cars and components for electric cars. It's an American company, and their CEO, Elon Musk, met with Apple executives, and now the tech bloggers are all freaking out thinking, whoa, is Apple going to start making the iCar? If you don't know about the Tesla, let's look at a couple of them. So these are pretty fancy things. These things have been popping up all over LA. Have you guys been seeing them?
Yeah, they're the DeLorean doors.
I've driven in one.
Yeah, that's the DeLorean door, right? You've driven in one?
I've driven in one, yes.
And how'd you feel?
They are amazing for several reasons. First of all, the pickup is instant. So you step on the pedal and bam, it's just like you just jolt like it's a rocket or something.
Yeah.
Plus, their navigation screen is like as big as my television, which is nice because the navigation screen I have in my Prius, you can't even read the names of the streets. This, you can see the names of every. It's great. I love a Tesla.
Yeah, okay, so I'm pretty sure we're all on board the idea of the electric car, right? We're good to go with that. Sustainable, environmentally friendly, etc. Is this just the next step for Apple? Like, doesn't this just seem pretty obvious? Like, they've dominated everything that we have in our pockets, and now they're going to dominate what we get around
but
into.
if Apple takes over Tesla, then there's one thing that we can guarantee, that if it's not already, Tesla will become a super shitty product that will be way more expensive than it already is. And if anything breaks on it, you have to replace the whole car.
Yeah.
That's what I can guarantee you about Tesla being owned by Apple.
And we're going to have to take our Teslas into that Genius Bar with those smug 18-year-olds.
And it's going to be made in China anyway.
But I like the idea that my car is, the manufacturing of my car is making someone want to commit suicide. Don't you? Doesn't that, it's a good feeling inside, like, somebody's really had a shitty time putting this together.
Right, but it'll continue to be designed in Cupertino.
Oh,
because that's what they always say in the Apple commercials.
Right.
Designed in Cupertino. They somehow don't mention made in China.
No, and that's the only, as though all of the exotic locales in the entire world that I would want to know the weather on my phone, the only one that it comes with is Cupertino, which I had to find on a map when I got an Apple phone.
Right, because they want you to think that's like Mecca or Jerusalem
Never
or something like that.
I've stayed in Cupertino. I don't want to brag.
Beautiful downtown Cupertino?
I've stayed in beautiful downtown Cupertino at the, I forget the name of the Grand View Inn.
Did you drive your Tesla there?
I wish I drove my Tesla there. I drove my Prius there, but yes.
Well, all right, Prius, so you're halfway there.
Right.
Just to give you a little sense of the numbers, Tesla is worth $24 billion. Apple's worth, a small paltry $485 billion. So yes, they could easily afford to make this thing happen. But let's get away from the specifics of that a little bit, just electric cars. Why haven't they picked up? Is this just 101, the car lobby keeping the electric people?
Because all the fat cat T-Rexes and Stegosauruses are sitting around and saying, we have to protect this fossil fuel, and they're smoking their stogies, and they don't want that to happen.
Yeah, so it's just standard money.
There's no doubt about it. Sure, I mean, look what they did to the. Even American politicians will shit on American cars. Look what they did to the Chevy Volt, right?
Oh, that's right. The Leaf.
But they came out and they were like, oh, this is they really poo-pooed it.
Yeah.
And even though it was the car of the year and all that stuff, and so to the point where didn't Chevy take it off the market for a little while, or they did something?
Well, there were some recalls, and then it's back on now, and
but
I think
it's a great car. Yeah, I mean, the future obviously is electric cars, I think. But all the oil in the ground. I mean, you have to understand that the most powerful, richest corporations that the world has ever known own that oil, and they're not going to leave it there. So it's coming out.
You're kidding.
Right?
So unlike the cigarette thing that we just did, where they maybe were doing it out of the goodness of their hearts, you're thinking that the oil people, they're not going to do it like that?
So that's coming out. So I really don't see, and this whole thing about, now we're getting, I know I'm changing the subject a little bit, but they're saying now, we're going to get serious about climate change. The president's getting serious about it's too late. It's over. Yeah. Climate change is happening. It's going to keep happening, and we need to put our energies into living with climate change, not trying to stop it or change it because it's too late.
Yeah. All right, well, I'll go on your crazy tangent. So if Tesla is going to be bought by Apple, isn't this the type of thing that could be about how do we live with climate change? Because if anyone can give us products that we'll believe in and all that, it is Apple.
No.
Go, Gina.
Because Apple kills people. Because the conditions in which the Apple products are made are shitty, and they're made in third world countries, and it's super polluting, and it sucks, and nobody can afford a Tesla, and so nobody's going to drive them, and so none of this is going to matter anyway. It's all for PR, and it's all just for looks.
So it's easy to crap on Apple, but should we maybe give them a little props that maybe this could be good? You're not on board the crazy
I don't
train.
know.
I think.
mean, I don't think anyone who it would matter to could afford it.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think,
I don't
Jimmy?
know about you, but I'm getting a Tesla.
Yeah,
And,
Mr. Rockefeller over here.
The Tesla, by the way, it costs about $70,000. They
Yeah.
started about 70,000.
Yeah, it's up at my
That's
dream
with
board.
the Grey Poupon windows, by the way. You don't even get the button windows with that.